Gentlemen and lady, welcome. Monday night, 3-Wide Racing League, bringing you the Dirt Series. The Drive for Suicide Prevention Sprint Car Series coming to you live from Lanier National Speedway. We done got the track dirty. We got some 360s out there. We got Matt Kingston. We got Thomas Morris in the booth. Guess I'll be joining you for a little while tonight. Gentlemen, hot under the lights?
Hot as a Georgia summer night.
Wee!
I'm ready to see some of this crazy action from this new dirt track we have in iRacing.
Well, looks like they're getting slotted for Heat 1. And I have no idea who's going to be in this heat. I'm going to leave that to the smart guys, Thomas Morris, Matt Kingston.
I believe he's going over a few driver notes at the moment as they're getting ready to line up.
Well, sounds like a plan. We're looking for Peter Short to clinch the championship here tonight. Gentlemen, what does he have to do that?
He's already done it. He showed up.
Oh, got him.
He got a 19-point lead, I believe, over Kyle Henshaw, and with only 9 cars there tonight, not mathematically possible.
And we do have word from league administrators. 9-car field will be one heat only. So we're just going to get that hot action right out of the gate.
It looks like they're going to line up random grid. It's going to put Richard Hines on the pole.
I think basically just put Peter Short in the very back and see what happens.
It looks like he's starting, what's that, 4th or 5th? So not in the very back. Actually, Corey Lindsay randomly drawn at the back, so tough break for him. Second quickest to practice.
Indubitably.
Peter Short's having some trouble getting back up the track, like we've seen sometimes here.
Indeed he is.
What's all that red Georgia clay? You know?
Yeah, it's some sticky stuff. Yeah, don't I don't mean to laugh, but that's some funny stuff right there.
You always get the worst of the people here in these dirt tracks when all you need is power to turn, but when you're trying to line up for a grid, you don't have any power to give out.
It's one of those things, once you get rolling, you really don't want to stop, because it's just a, total random thing of trying to get back going again.
Yeah, I can imagine. Although it's been a few years since I've been behind the wheel of any of these. It looks like Carlos Acosta in the Driver Suicide Prevention Pace Truck gonna lead him away. We'll do this while they're warming it up. We got Peter Short, Corey Lindsay, William Krushka, Matt Hackthorne, Sam Close, Kyle Hanshaw, Jordan Teal, Kevin Finn, and Richard Hines, all competing here tonight at Lanier. We probably should.
Lanier.
We probably should have figured out how to pronounce that too.
It's only an hour away from me. I claim home rights, and I'll call it whatever I want.
10-4.
And right now, I'll call it a parking lot in real life. So.
Yeah. It's basically where the local short tracks are going to. Sadly.
Well, it's ironic because it's like right next to Road Atlanta. So.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be good parking for Road Atlanta.
Yeah, one made it, the other didn't. So.
Yeah.
Put these cars on Road Atlanta.
That'd be a disaster.
I think
I thought it was bad there before.
I thought Matt was on one last week when we were there in Scars. So.
Well, gentlemen, Heat 1 going to consist of 15 laps. Bonus points will be awarded at the end of that.
Look at your top 5 finishers, though.
Yeah, although, like I said, pretty much Peter Short just has to show up. We're missing Cameron Rich tonight. That's rather sad.
Yeah, not sure what he got himself into, but I'm sure he'll be back next week. His pace truck's off, and we're going to get ready to go to green. Richard Hines going to take the green. It's like the bottom line, definitely the preferred groove there on the start.
Indeed, we've got a hard-charging first-timer, Krushka. He's coming through the field pretty hard.
Got Henshaw playing high, wide, and handsome up there, but Peter Short trying to charge the bottom.
Corey Lindsay moving up to the high side here, see if he can make that work. He's doing a real good job of it right now. He's, I think he's gained 3 positions so far in this heat.
We're almost 3 wide. We are going to be 3 wide this time through 3 and 4.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the 33, the 46, and the 87.
Make
Contact.
it work, too.
Wheel to wheel banging there as we got Kevin Finn sneaking in there trying to get his turf.
I say, it looks like he's trying to plant some seed down the front straightaway.
Oh, he's going to slide. Yep, he was standing with your hands way there. That was a little close.
And Peter Short going to take the lead. Not that that's a surprise.
The top 2, really. I mean, those are your 2 most consistent guys all year long.
Oh!
Henshaw sends it in there.
We got the first and the
Henshaw's
second
in the
place
inside.
car.
Wow.
Richard Hines back to the lead for now.
Now Henshaw going to be the bottom end of that stick. Peter's still going to maintain second as Hines goes around him, but ouch.
Not sure what that was about. He kind of sealed it in there.
Sail.
Kevin
Unfortunately.
Finn's had a nice run going there until he kind of... Ooh, he's going to make contact with the 29 there. He's around.
Sideways.
Should stay green here. And nope, we have a caution.
Now, caution laps do not count in the heat races. And unfortunately, because of the way timing and scoring is, I can't tell you what lap we're on. Maybe one of these guys can.
Carlos
7.
should let it be known here in a minute. This is a wild heat so far.
Indeed.
That's setting up anything for the race. We're going to have a fantastic finale here at Lanier.
And then after that, we're going to line them up for another 40 laps. I don't know about you guys. I've actually enjoyed the Dirt Series this season. I wish we had more of it.
I'm honestly surprised we didn't get more people. This was such a huge development to come to iRacing. You know, it took years and the hype, and was it ever going to come? And then it finally did, and kind of petered out here. We had our core little audience that showed up every week, and kind of dwindled down to the, 10, 12 guys week in, week out. Now, that being said, if we would have had 30 guys, I don't think it would have ran as smooth. So
No.
we've had a lot more over the fence moments. So
Yeah, you know you'll have that. So
Carlos says 2 to green this time, so we're gonna line them back up and get ready to apparently sail her in there and see if it'll stick.
sail. Oh, Peter Short making contact with the pace truck there. Trying to get a little aero advantage on the front of that sprint car. Not sure that's how that works, but
I saw him rip his front wing off once, Wendell, and still come home second.
yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend that race. But I believe that was in the 410s, correct?
Yes, it was.
Shit, those things have so
I
much
missed
power you
those.
don't need aero.
Well, until the front tires stop working.
Who drives these on the front tires anyway? Pace truck's down.
Killed the
Short's down.
cone, too.
I wouldn't really kind of time that to really dive bomb Peter, so set up a battle for second place at the moment.
Corey Lindsay trying to split the difference there, see if he can get up the middle with Khrushchev and Hines. Krushka. Sorry.
Cruz? Yeah, we'll just call him Cruz. He's going to try and stick it in there on Richard Hines. Going to have to get the power down off of 4 here, though.
Looks like that top lane going to prevail for now.
Got 5 to go this time from Carlos.
Oh, contact between 29 and 00. He's going to lose a couple spots. Sam Close and him make contact. Now he's running him over.
He's gonna
Big
pile
wreck
him
to
up.
the back.
Piling them up, Hackathorn involved. Or, excuse me,
Well,
Hanshaw.
Hackathorn is involved in these.
Oh, okay, well, there it is. Sam Close
Oh, and it's
involved as well.
self-righted.
Indeed, he
Wow.
will be able to continue. Good job there.
The New York Missile there had a little bit of trouble, I think, when he got into the back of Sam Close because he kind of jumped up on top of the back closest car there.
Kind of looked like they locked in tighter than pit bulls.
Yeah, and just kind of got all discombobulated there, and obviously they're on dirt, so when you go to stop, that's one of those where you really can't stop. So the true arc of break, even though it's really not your fault.
No worries. Seems like we're gonna have a couple lap shootout here, boys.
Our own green-white checkered, huh?
Hmm.
And we didn't even need a Derek Cope.
Looks like we do have Krushka coming down pit road there.
That's might be done for his heat because there's really nothing you can do with these cars.
Maybe
This is a really long pit lane.
maybe a destroyed tie rod there.
Hard to say when they're pacing because the tires look all cattywampus anyway.
Cattywampus.
Like that.
It's a good word, by the way.
Maybe he missed his pit stall, as there's actually no pit stall lines drawn in the dirt. So
It looks like we got Peter Short, Richard Hines, Corey Lindsay, Kevin Finn, some guy in the 77. That's Jordan Teal.
some guy in the 77.
Trying to figure out where Hanshaw is gonna pile in this.
I guess somewhere around Kevin Finn. We're not sure yet. Scoring's hard.
Testing positions, I think, right now. No, he's happy where he is.
Richard Hines needs to read this a little bit better. He might steal a win here in the heat. Sailor in there and
Hanshaw just ran.
Just ran right over Finn there.
Yeah.
Not really, maybe trying to straighten out the right front. I don't know.
He said, "My bad."
Things
Remember
have gone off the rails here.
Speaking off the rails, we're going back to green.
Oh,
Once
Hines
again,
just caught sleeping there.
Yeah. Lindsay
Oh,
not
Corey
though.
Lindsay, no, he was trying. Gave her all he got there. Gonna be almost more contact back there. Kyle Hanshaw's gonna try to do the high side.
He was shooting in the middle, but there was
Oh,
nowhere to
now there's
go.
some
Big
contact.
wreck.
That's not gonna look good for the Kevin Finn machine.
He's trying to get her spun back over. Oh, well, he flipped.
Well,
Okay.
And now
Well,
he's
physics.
The leaders
stuck
are
in the
coming.
earth. That's
Dear God.
interesting.
That was totally not some farming sim physics there.
Boys, I don't even know what lap we're on.
I think we are on 1 to go now, or 2 to go.
I mean, 1 to go at
We were
least.
3 to go at the start of that. So I guess we're gonna do the 1 go right now with the heat.
Oh, a Riker countdown?
Yeah, and that might give Matt Hackathorn, or sorry, good God Almighty,
One of them.
Richard Hines a chance to see if he can contend with that 33 machine of Peter Shores.
I don't know if Carlos knows how to get out of pit lane yet.
Yeah.
Because this is a really hard pit lane to get out of. Because
Yeah,
there's
'cause
only
I'm
like 2
pretty-
openings.
I'm pretty sure he just came out of the
The
entrance.
Yes, he
Hey,
did.
whatever. If it works, it works, right?
Oh, boy.
Not gonna be serving any penalties in that truck tonight.
I was wondering why he keeps clearing his black flags, and that would be why.
Okay, we have a 2-lap shootout here, and we'll just crank you off here with the new lineup. Peter Short in the first position. Richard Hines sitting back P2. Corey Lindsay P3. Jordan Teal P4. Matt Hackathorn P5. Sam Close P6. Kyle Hanshaw P7. And that's all for people that are on track.
This is a battle for points at the end here. Only 5 get points. So.
Well, boys, we got Kevin Finn in chat. He says, and I quote, "I is so bad at dirt."
Oh, man, you almost had it there.
We'll give you props for trying to flip it back over. It almost.
Yeah.
Kevin, if in the least, you made us laugh, and we appreciate that.
I'm going to recommend that you get a telehandler to flip your car back over. It works really good in farming sim.
Yeah.
Just flipped it right back over.
Then we flip it over again.
Well.
All right, Acosta's down. Green flag is kind of out. Yep, there we go.
Oh,
Rolling start there.
Matt Hackathorn gave Corey Lindsay a little shunt trying to get him moving there.
We got him 3 wide back here.
Oh, Corey Lindsay gonna try that outside line. I think they're wrecking hard behind them.
They
I
are
hear
indeed.
Hackathorn
Hackathorn
flipping.
flipping again.
I'm pretty sure Hackathorn is dead.
He's stuck in the track. Okay.
All right.
This should be it. Peter Short should be your winner.
I think maybe they're racing back to the line.
Yeah, I mean that should be a white flag. It should be over.
Hell, just keep running it.
Yep. There we go, Carlos. Peter Short, your winner. The rest, at this
It's going
point,
to
who
be
knows?
Corey Lindsay second, and I believe Hanshaw third.
I think Hines is the.
We'll get official word.
I think Hines is third
Hines
because he
third,
stopped
yeah.
after the actual last lap.
Okay.
So,
I think.
yeah, and then Sam Close.
Well, in any event,
That was fun.
we got
Good
Peter
job.
Short, your Heat 1 winner. Winner, chicken dinner. And now I'm hungry.
I think Matt Hackathorn was upside down more than he was on his tires there.
Reminds
It's used
me,
to that, though.
reminds me of a quote from a iconic film. It's 'cause I was inverted. Can you name that film?
I don't know if you want me to.
Not that.
No, I
not
can't.
that film. Matt.
I'm gonna say Top Gun.
Nailed it.
I was gonna say Debbie Does Dallas, but damn.
Debbie does Dallas.
There was nothing inverted about that.
Well,
Perverted, maybe. Oh, did you guys hear about the fluffers? That anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, and good news. I found my croc.
Wait, the one that was left in the mud.
Yeah, I went and located it. It's destroyed, but it's there.
Nice. I'm pretty sure I'd have left that son of a bitch in the water, but
most likely.
it's
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
All right, looks like we're getting ready for qualifying.
Indeed, and it's going to be hard to keep up with it because they're all going to go out at the same time. I guarantee it.
You act like it's a
Oh.
12-second lap or
We
something.
have Richard Hines moving first.
Maybe.
Oh, Corey Lindsay now. Oh, and Khrushchev.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
believe there's some issues
yeah.
getting off of pit road
I
there.
was gonna say, like, if you don't pay attention, you have to go where it points you. You go
Now
straight
here
out
you
on the track.
go,
Don't go around.
Hackathorn. Hackathorn making the smooth move. He's going to drive it all the way around.
You get a black flag, probably. Yeah, Kevin Finn's looping it around here, coming to the green.
Oh no.
Jordan Till out there turning laps. Peter Short.
Peter Short with a 12.883 so far, sitting at the top of the boards.
Oh, actually, I don't know. He kind of botched that lap a little bit, Peter. And
See what Kevin Finn's going to do here.
Shaw up to P2. Ooh, Peter Short hard in the wall his third attempt there.
The one I think we really need to watch out for, though, is the newcomer, William Krushka. I love saying that name, though.
He's going to cruise to the pole, maybe?
He's sitting P4 currently. I believe he's done with his Q effort. Sam Close out on track now.
Up to P2 for Sam Close.
Got
He
him.
still has 2 more laps to go here too.
13.1.
Tell you what, if Peter gets in this pole, I bet he'll feel pretty lucky because he did not put together a good three-lap run.
No, not when you look
Man.
at their practice times. About half a second off of that.
I mean,
Sam Close shut her down after his second lap, I believe.
yeah, a lot of guys seem to be struggling. I don't know if the track is that much different from practice or what. Hard to get the rhythm. Corey Lindsay hasn't even turned a lap.
Corey said that he spun out on my lap one, tried to
And
had to
got
loop it to get
DQ'd.
more speed and got DQ'd.
Oh,
Dear
wow.
God, that's just a comedy of errors.
That's heartbreaking because he was a P2 in practice, and we saw
Yeah.
the speed he had in the heats. So
Well, you know, it's one of those things. If you're gonna do the last race of the season, you may as well make it enjoyable, make it fun.
oh, he's back out there now.
I would probably clear those black flags for him because that's just unfortunate.
See what he can do here.
He's running the rim. Should be able to keep a good amount of momentum. He's keeping it wound up. Let's see.
It's a good starting lap. Let's see if he can gain some more here now.
Yeah,
Ooh, lost a little bit off
13.2.
of 2 though.
Nice 3 and 4 there.
Did not improve.
And, Corey Lindsay is proprietor. I should have used that word. Proprietor of this great racing series, Three Wide Racing League. So if anybody's watching right now and say, "Hey, I'd like to try that," have to wait till next season. But it's definitely a fun league to get into.
Yeah, and compared to other leagues that we've covered and seen, numbers outside of the Dirt Series, numbers pretty consistent. Minimum 20 car fields every week for the B.
Pretty amazing.
And A class.
And that's about to hit its playoff stride, so that's going to be important. Keep those numbers up and have some extra points from non-playoff drivers kind of in the mix.
Oh, well, we got another question in chat. Well, not really a question, but we're going to turn it into a question. Kevin Finn's saying, let's see how many laps it takes me to roll into the stands. Gentlemen, I'm going to go with by lap 9.
I'm gonna go with what's this, like Price is Right? You can guess. If I guess like 10, then anything over. Yeah, I'll just play it like that. I'm gonna guess 12.
This is not the Price is Right. What?
I'm gonna go with 13, Bob. 13.
13 Bob.
Also,
That's bullshit.
I'll go with
Whoa.
13. But I'll also say Hackathorn will beat him to it. So
All right, well, this is going to be your crew. We got Peter Short. He's sitting on the pole. We got Sam Close sitting second. Hanshaw and Lindsay, your second row. Hines and Krushka, that's your third row with Hackathorn and Teal. 7th and 8th, Kevin Finn. Going to be running what Trey calls shotgun taily? Tail
Haley,
gun?
oh,
It
wow.
changes
That
every
was-
every
gun.
week. It's supposed to
I don't
be
know now.
Shotgun Charlie. And then he says tail gun whippersnapper. I don't know. I can't keep up with it.
Well, if Trey's out there, he can correct us. If not, we'll call it what we want. Tailgun Charlie?
Tail gun Charlie. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I like Kevin Finn's comment in the chat. That's fantastic.
Can you tell me what movie that's from, Matt?
That movie was out before Matt was born.
Was it?
Probably.
He's not that young.
Around the same time.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That was a 90s movie.
Yeah, my time though.
Can't think of the name of it now. Holy crap.
Come on.
Dude, I can't remember the names. Movies.
Abby? Happy Gilmore? The
Yeah.
price is wrong, bitch. No? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure,
watched
yeah.
it.
You picking up what I'm laying down?
It was a pretty good one. That was before he went all, political.
That was before that I hated Adam Sandler. So
They also made movies about remotes, whatever.
Carlos Acosta right now in our pace truck. Oh no, he's gone. That's unfortunate. I was hoping he was gonna run a couple laps. He was sitting in the back of the field.
He was the
pacing
medical
with
truck.
these, yeah. We might need one of those this evening here at the Lanier because it gets kind of crazy pretty quickly.
All right, we're rolling off here.
We are indeed.
The Chevy Silverado up here with no pace lights.
Look at this now. We have 2 definite grooves through those corners. It looks fantastic.
Some of the cars rolling anyway.
Yeah, the back half of
Oh,
the
we have an issue.
field.
Corey
pace-
Lindsay could not get going.
That pace truck not going to wait either. It
Kevin
will
Finn
roll.
also gonna get lapped here.
That's unfortunate. I don't know if
Believe-
it's going to let him pass, is it?
They'll probably have to clear a black flag. Unfortunately, we're hearing iRacing won't let them delay this official start of the race.
No,
Oh,
not
I
at
think
all.
Corey Lindsey's on pit road now from that debacle,
And
unfortunately.
we're green.
We are green.
It's going to shake up the back half of the field, but up front, Peter's going to try and hold off Kyle Hanshaw here.
A New York Missile there in that 29 is looking to get the job done up on the high side. He's probably going to be able to get up there. He's pretty quick, as we saw in the heats.
Yeah, no,
That's the Royal Heat.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but it looks like to me, Peter Short's the only one able to make that bottom lane work.
Yeah, I'm surprised more guys aren't trying it, but then again, if he's running it, what are you going to do? You can't pass him in that line, so maybe Hanshaw will get back down there and try and run him back down, as I'd say that he goes even higher, so.
Yeah, right on the outside of the rim there.
Just looks to me like the track isn't, maybe it's not worn in enough to use that high line. Kind of just want to run the bottom till it wears out. Peter sails in there that time.
Richard Hines found trouble there. He jumped the cushion and got into the outside wall of turns 1 and 2, I believe it was.
Corey Lindsey finally making it back out on track here. Going to be 4 laps down already, though, so night pretty much over. Sam Close running the bottom now, trying to reel in Hanshaw.
And it looks like Peter Short's already set out to a 2-second lead here.
Of course, Sam Close got the power of dragons on his car. So. That's
Daenerys
dragons.
Stormborn? Khaleesi? What?
Who? What? Ooh,
Yes.
Almost a little contact there.
It looks like these guys have separated. Looks like everybody's about 1 second to 2 away from each other.
Yes, we have, and we're past lap 9, so you're out. See if Kevin Finn can flip over the next couple laps here.
And
I know you can do it, Kevin.
We've got focus on him right now as Corey Lindsey's hard into
He's
the wall
trying to
behind
do.
him. Yeah.
I picked the wrong guy.
Peter Short's coming around here to lap him now. Ooh,
That's just not a kick in the nuts.
that's a good swift sledgehammer to the balls, I believe, there, Thomas.
It's definitely a
Like I
kick
was
somewhere.
quick. Didn't get to qualify like I wanted to. Messed up the grid, and I'm already lapped, and we're not even halfway in.
And Kevin Finn makes it past lap 12.
Indeed.
He might gain a position here.
He's got Jordan Till in front of him. Maybe they can go out together here.
An update with the folks that are watching. The championship battle is over. Peter
Already
Short,
decided.
technically now, mathematically, is your champion. But Kyle Hanshaw did do a heck of a job this season. As we know, Peter was strong all season, and Kyle really started to shine through later on in the schedule.
Well, let's be honest. Any other year without Peter, Hanshaw would be your champion. So.
Oh yeah.
And Peter making that bottom work. He's not really sliding the car. Just getting it down there and just laying the power on the ground.
Well, that's the trick, really. I guess people often overlook. Well, you don't really. It's not a drift. You know, you don't want to drift it like you see in the Fast and Furious. You kind of want to get in there and. Oh, there's a caution.
What we do, it looks
Or
like
77 Jordan Teal.
Oh, he's
contact
back
with
it up.
him in the 14.
That was close.
I believe that's what happened there.
The pace truck just KO'd and flipped over top of the pit wall. Hopefully we get your replay of that. That was quite spectacular.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's what happened when he came together with Kevin Finn.
We're looking for it. I guess it's not going to show that.
Oh, he just okay. Yep. He get him when he's leaving the pit lane. When he's first coming out for the caution, he drives through the pit wall and it flips the truck over.
We're not
This
showing
might be
him. We're not showing him leave pit lane.
Interesting.
Well, I think we'll have to supplement that with in the winner's photo as well, Thomas.
Impose him in there.
I've never seen a pace car / truck ever go up on 2 wheels before. There's a spare tire underneath of it also.
Well, it's common.
Wait, now is this the official pace truck?
Yeah.
The official pace truck, as he's back off and we're back to green.
Oh shit.
Yeah, not Carlos. This is the actual iRacing official pace
Yeah,
truck.
that will.
Someone forgot to code the caution in for the pace truck here.
We are
Look at
18
you,
laps
Greg
to go.
Kramer. Hanshaw's gonna have to try and do something here. Find something to make it work to try and run down Peter. Otherwise, it's gonna be.
Hines and Lindsay come together at
See
the
ya.
back of the field there, and Hines is around up at the top groove of the racetrack and try to get swung around here.
Still staying green though. Oh, it's
Might
such a
be a
hard turn to
caution. He's
make.
not
As here
gonna be able
comes
to
the
make it.
field.
No caution still, and he's on the track. There we go.
There we
Caution.
go. Unfortunately, now he's a lap down, so his race is over.
Now let's see if the pace car decides to do the same. Yes, he does do the shortcut yet again.
And fortunately, we cannot get a view of that.
That's awful. That's probably the best thing I've seen with the dirt racing. Just warps back out on track for you, does it, Wendell?
Actually, we might have a way.
Peter. Peter caught up to that one. He said he saw the pace truck monster jamming the wall.
Yeah, we just saw it.
That was just one of those things where iRacing's like, ooh, kind of forgot to do that.
That's terrific.
That beats the pace car hitting the wall at Bristol. So
Or just, you know, the pace car just not coming out at all. I know you guys remember
that's some
that.
old school right there.
Yeah. Good times.
Carlos having a hissy fit that iRacing didn't throw the caution there, and we're back to green.
Nice start again by Peter Short. Kyle Hanshaw. Wow, that 29 just dove that puppy in there.
Used all that blue death that time. Too bad it didn't really work out for him as Hanshaw tried to get around Peter there. Kind of got in the back of him just a touch, maybe.
Kind of rattle his cage. See if Hanshaw can get another win here in the Drive for SP Dirt series.
Now, did they update these the dust physics? Because
I
it
was
looks
gonna
more
say-
dustier than
I
normal.
was going to say, it looks, coming out of, at least coming out of 4, it looks very, very dry. Definitely
It
going
looks
into
more
1.
realistic to me because you know these things have to throw dust everywhere. Like you're plowing a field.
Way worse.
It is, I don't know if you've gone on board with any of these cars, Wendell, but it's not just wide open like I thought it would be. They're actually playing with it a little bit. Trying to get it, I guess, the nose set.
I find the middle of the track there in both corners looks incredibly dry. So.
Ooh, Hanshaw.
Oh, Hanshaw.
Oh.
Gonna keep
Nice
it going,
save.
but... Ooh.
Just over-rotated on them there.
Yeah, big loss of time there. That's gonna all but hand it straight up to Peter Short.
Well, I guess I was wrong about Matt Hackathorn, currently running P4. I had guessed he would have been out before Kevin Finn, but once again, that's why I'm up here and not down there.
Kevin Finn's actually contesting the 5 Sam close right now for that 5th position. I say that he loses a little bit of time there in corner exit, but he'll get back up there.
Yeah, he might be able to do something when Sam's trying to get around Matt here, see if that's going to open up the door any.
Sam dipping it down low. He's getting a little bit of time on him. Might have him down the straightaway here, no?
He might get him this time.
Hackathorn should get a nice run up off there. Woo! He backed into the throttle. That was nice of Hackathorn.
We are
He's
two,
going to
dive
dive right
right
down
in.
there.
2 laps to go.
Is he going to do the slide up? No, I'm still going to leave him room.
Oh, he's on that real dry spot. It's going to be hard to get any traction to get up off there.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to.
That's going to leave the race win up to Peter Short. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, one more again. And of course, the fireworks not in the same place they should be.
They should be.
But that's okay.
That makes Peter's 5th win in 10 starts this season. Pretty sure we call that domination.
That is definitely, and he is the 2017 D4SP Dirt Series champion here at 3-Wide Racing League. He went back-to-back with championships with the 3-Rock Series and the Dirt Series. That's pretty cool.
Looking to sweep all 4 championships this year, so that'll be pretty impressive.
If that happens, I'm sure that's unprecedented. So
that happens, I believe I would retire.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to improve on that.
It's like, you know what? I'm done.
As we see Peter Shore doing
Oh,
wheelies.
he just wiped out a pit crew.
Yeah, doing
And
wheelies.
another,
down
my
the
God.
field.
Who is he? Tony Stewart? I mean, come on.
oh,
I believe he killed a man.
Allegedly.
All right, well let's do the hop. Hop, skip, and a jump. Let's go talk to some of these boys.
Hop, skip, and a boom, huh?
Big bada boom. Who we gonna do first?
Third place finisher?
Well, let's
The
do
cruise
it.
missile? Am I grabbing or are you?
Well, we just gonna do it. Snatch and grab. William Krushka. Finally, the first time we've ever pronounced the name properly. Rolled off the grid 6th tonight in the main. Finished 3rd. William, tell us a little bit about your race.
I kind of just cruised my way. I didn't really know what I was doing out there, to be honest. I was kind of just holding on for dear life all those laps. The only lane that seemed to be working for me was the high side, so kind of just said screw it and just hung it on there.
Well, before these gentlemen start asking you intelligent questions, I'm gonna keep it dumbed down a little bit. This is the first time we've seen you here in the at least in the Dirt Series, in the 3-Wide League. Should we be looking forward to seeing more of you?
Yeah, hopefully. Funny thing, I'm actually the owner of the Drive for Suicide Prevention. I wanted to race a couple other races, but couldn't have been able to, so.
See, there it is, gentlemen. Full circle.
Yeah, he's been I'm sure proudly watching the events all year. We've had decent sized fields. We mentioned that earlier. We had hoped for a little bit bigger, but I think the smaller fields have made for more intense racing throughout the field.
Well, it's definitely a good thing you're doing there, and we have well, I'm pretty sure I speak for the other two in the booth. We've enjoyed covering this this Dirt Series this season.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was really fun to watch.
All right, now onto the smart people questions.
We don't have any huge smart questions here. Obviously you said you've wanted to run a few more. Are you a fan of the dirt? Is that something you have a passion here on iRacing about, or is this something you just kind of wanted to try tonight since you had the time?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing to try. I'm not really I can't really get these dirt things to hang down. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this was kind of just hey, I'm off work, so might as well go race this.
He could have fooled me, Wendell. He was pretty quick out there. I mean, to finish
Yeah.
third tonight, there was still some guys that were pretty quick behind him, so you did pretty good. Don't discount yourself there.
Yeah, I was surprised with myself by that. I was gonna wreck.
Kingston, anything intelligent to ask?
trying to think. I'm not a very smart person, so.
I don't think anybody argued that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was rude.
We'll go with this. Did you find the center of the track there going through the corners was a little bit more dried out and made you a little bit more sideways? Because I noticed even at the start of that race, it seemed like the middle groove was just destroyed pretty well.
Oh yeah, especially with races, I just could not run that bottom or even middle. The only thing I could pretty much run was that high side. I was at least keeping up with them, so it was a good thing with that.
That's interesting. I would have figured the bottom would have been one of the better grooves, but I guess, like you said, it got wore out in time. But regardless, you still made it work. Like I said, came home P3. I'm assuming he's seen our stuff before, Wendell. Does he know about the shout outs, you think?
Oh, well, if he doesn't, he does now. William, before we let you go, we need those shout outs.
All right. First shout out to you guys casting this. Pretty cool. Like I said, to see my company, being broadcasted. Gotta thank everyone I raced with. That was fun as hell. Gotta thank everyone watching, and trying to think of what else. I think that's it.
Well, William, we appreciate it. We appreciate the sponsorship of this series this season, and we look forward to maybe seeing you again here in the future.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be back.
Hey, that was your third place finisher, William Krushka. I'm so glad we found out how to pronounce that before we started tonight.
That would have been pretty bad if we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess now it's time for the next one.
Who is
Pick him up and
there?
put him down.
I'm having trouble dragging him, but
Got him.
you guys seem to do pretty well with it. Kyle Hanshaw rolled off third, finished second. The arguably the stiffest competition for the Peter this season. Kyle, tell us a little bit about your night.
Hey guys. Yeah, tonight was really fun. I enjoyed the track conditions. I love this slick racetrack. It's fun to race. But heat race, that was just insane. I was surprised that, I lasted as long as I did and actually got to the finish with how many wrecks I got caught up in. And then qualifying, I kind of messed up during my second lap. I think I had a good run going, and I tagged the inside wall, and that kind of messed me up. And just, tried to, hit my marks and stuff during the feature, and I just didn't have enough for Peter there, and messed up coming out of 4, and popped a wheelie going down the front stretch and lost all my momentum. So, you know how that goes.
Well, regardless of that, Kyle still had a pretty outstanding season. Outside of Peter Short, that guy, he's a stinker. Obviously, we've seen you love the dirt. Unfortunately, this was the last dirt race of the season. Still got the B side you can come in and race on, but are you looking maybe to lobby to get some more dirt on the schedule next year for 3-wide?
Oh yeah, for sure. I love the dirt side of it. I've been around it my whole life. Grew up. My dad took me to a bunch of races when I was little, and just loved it ever since. And yeah, I'm hoping that I know they were talking about going away with the sprint car division, which I hope they don't. It's just with guys and the car counts and stuff that we've been getting towards the end of this season, it's been kind of down, which has put a damper on this side of racing. But I mean, once these guys get used to these cars and actually give them a chance, they're really fun to drive, and with the right track conditions, you can put on a hell of a show.
Well, now my question doesn't seem to be needed to be answered, but I was going to ask, do you think that a late model would be a good way to go? Because I know when Thomas and I were testing it when Dirt first came out last build ago, I guess it was, we really enjoyed the late models as opposed to sprint cars. But do you think that would be a more interesting kind of battle on track, or do you think the sprint cars are still superior in the dirt side?
Late models are fun. I've done everything that iRacing has brought for dirt. Wingless sprints, once you get the hang of those are pretty cool to drive. And I tested the modified out a couple days ago, and I actually think that those would be a pretty cool league to start up for next season. They drive similar to a late model, just a little less horsepower, or whatever, more like the I think it's the pro late model or something like that. But that may be a route that they could look at for next season, and I'd be willing to help them out with like testing them and all that stuff. And track conditions and whatnot. And I just want to see the dirt side of 3 wide go further than just the one season.
Without a doubt, definitely, like you said, a lot of room for improvement and maybe put on even better shows next season. But before we let you go, Kyle, give us those shout outs.
Yeah, I just got to congratulate Peter on one hell of a season. It was really fun to battle with him, and I did the best I could, and I just came up short, as usual. But it was fun to battle with these guys all season, and just really enjoyed it. I gotta thank 3 Wide Racing, Corey, and everybody that's involved. OCR TV, you guys for doing one hell of a broadcast every week, putting up with our crap. Appreciate it. D4SP for sponsoring the league. Glad to have them on board. I got to thank Brantley at Harpoon Designs for making all my paint schemes for my race cars. He does one hell of a job, and just got to thank him for all his work. And just like to give a shout out to all the people that are watching me. My girlfriend Jess, my buddies Chaz, Russ, Kyle, and my cousin Chance.
Alrighty, definitely shout out to them. Maybe they can get in the chat and interact sometime and have some fun with them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alrighty, Cal, good run. We'll talk to you later on. Maybe catch you in a few B races here.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
That's a great name, Harpoon Designs. I like that.
I know, and they make some pretty badass cars. So.
Yeah.
All right, I think we've
There's only one more left
here.
Get him in here. Winner, chicken freaking dinner. Not only that, but your driver suicide prevention champion, Peter Short. Tell us a little bit about your night and season.
Man, guys, it was an awesome season. I gotta thank iRacing for bringing in dirt to the service because it is so much fun. The thing I was concerned about at the beginning of the season is we wouldn't be able to beat and bang on dirt, but I'm sure you guys saw in the heat race we were beating and banging 3 wide for like 2 or 3 laps. No, it was a great season. For whatever reason, dirt just kind of came to me. I really enjoy it. I drove a lot of dirt rally, and actually, surprisingly, I kind of took dirt rally to be somewhat arcadey, but it drives very similar to the sprint car in iRacing. I understand the difference between a rally car in that game and a sprint car is quite a bit, but they drive pretty similar. So that's kind of cool. And it's been 10 races, and it's been a few weeks since our last one. It seemed like all of a sudden the season slowed down, and it was hard to get the rhythm that I had earlier on in the season when it was almost week after week there was a race. But Hanshaw was nipping at my heels the whole way. Going into the season, I thought, oh, Cameron's going to be good. And I really didn't know much of Hanshaw. And, I've come to know not only that he's a really clean racer, really hard racer, as I'm sure you guys saw tonight. And he's a really good guy, too. And he actually races. So that's pretty cool to be on track with someone who actually drives a real race car, unlike myself. But, tonight was a really fun race. I really enjoyed it. The iRacing had screwed up the track state, and they've finally come around to fix it. And I think we saw that tonight. The track did seem to give up quite a bit tonight, much more than it has over the past 9 races. For whatever reason, the track never progressed in those previous 9 races once you got to the race session, and tonight it did. So that was also really cool. It was also really cool to see iRacing add in the adjustable wing, because I got to play around with that quite a bit tonight, and that really, really helped. I don't know how many people played around with that little setup change, but played around with that tonight, and towards the end there, you had to have it all the way back to shift that center of pressure onto the rear tires. to try and get as much traction as you can. And they made for a really interesting race. I felt like tonight's race was more dynamic than any of the races we've had this season, which I thought was really, really cool. And all in all, fantastic season.
Without a doubt. We mentioned it in the broadcast. 5 wins in 10 starts. I believe you led countless laps. I mean, just unbelievable. Definitely one for the record books. But I believe the question Matt was probably going to ask, I'm going to go ahead and steal it.
Oh.
You're the only driver that's going to be able to try and sweep all the championships this season for 3 wide. I don't say how hard. What do you think your chances are of that? We know you've done 2 already. Now you've got the B and the A to get. How do you rate your chances of getting those?
Those are going to be really hard to get. The competition in those is really, really high. You have Eric in the B car. He just out of all the cars, I think that B car suits Eric better than any other car does in any of the other series that we've raced this season.
It's probably his tiny hands.
Hopefully he hears that. I'll probably give him some crap for that on Wednesday night as well. But the A car, you have Cameron, you have Sam. Sam can go ahead and he's the defending champion, so he can steal him. So as for my chances, I have a chance, but it's very slim to get all 4. But of course, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna not try because that'd be pretty cool to do.
I don't have a question because somebody stole mine, but I don't know who that was.
Jerk.
Well, regardless, it would be. I don't know. I love seeing the history stuff when watching Jimmy Johnson, guys like that. When you get to see the records set, so it'd be cool to see if you could get 4, and if you don't, regardless, I think you have a pretty solid season, nevertheless. So before we let you go, Peter, you got to give us any shout outs here?
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Eisman, of course, for dragging me over here. And I didn't exactly know what this season would entail in any of the different cars, but it's better than I would have hoped. And I think I'm beginning to progress as a driver as well, which is also pretty cool. Drive for suicide prevention. I've lost friends to suicide, and it's great that Corey has put their name on this league. Hopefully people out there in the stream can see that we as sim racers are also sensitive to that aspect and improving that area of people's lives in and around us. Thank you to Kyle for putting on such a good fight. It made it really interesting there towards the end. We kind of, I think for the last 4 weeks, we kind of went back and forth in finishes. So that was cool. That made it really exciting, and it was glad that we were able to drag in the championship battle into the last race. Thank you guys for everything you do on OCR. Of course, it's been a 10 race long season. That's a fair amount of races, and you guys have been here to broadcast all of them. And it's really cool for you guys because you've been able to document the uprising of dirt in iRacing, which is pretty cool. I think we are your only dirt series yet, and so hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of background now on dirt. It's a lot of fun. And Corey for putting on such a fantastic league. He is adapting as he sees fit to how the league is progressing. He's having to make some pretty drastic calls, and he's had to do that a couple times this year. And I think that's pretty cool. It keeps us on our toes as drivers, and week in and week out, it's good to have someone who is actively involved in running the league and wants to see it improve and wants to make it not only a better show for us, the drivers, but for all the people who are watching out there on YouTube. And it's really awesome. And, here we go. Hopefully, this is my plug. Hopefully we get to do some more dirt next year. I know Corey's he's talking about having some possible Joker series where we run different cars for maybe short seasons, like 3 race long seasons with different cars. And I would love to see something on dirt I really want to run the modified because I think that car looks really, really cool to run, and hopefully we get to do something like that next season. It's sad that we haven't quite the turnout as the season progressed, but Dirt's a lot of fun. It really is, and it's one of those things. I turned 120 laps in practice tonight, and I know some other people did too, and it really did not feel like it. So, all in all, a pretty cool season, and thanks to everyone who's supported me.
Alrighty, there you have it, folks. Your 2017 Drive for Suicide Prevention. I guess it's not Dirt Series, but we'll call it Dirt Sprint Car Series. Champion Peter Short. Thanks for joining us tonight, Peter.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Alrighty.
We're going to show you those results one more again.
I think it's just one page, right?
Literally just one page. And our lovely graphics guy, Thomas, actually able to turn Carlos into the admin, but doesn't show him as a driver. That's pretty nice. But yeah, really, we talked about this before the session started tonight. Really enjoyed covering the Dirt series, the Driver Suicide Prevention series here with 3 Wide, and yeah, even if they don't bring Dirt back next season, maybe we can get them lined up to get another series sponsored.
Without a doubt, I'm sure if anyone's still in chat listening, though, make sure to get your voice heard. Maybe if you want some dirt, let Corey Lindsay know. But we've got a 2018 survey going around at some point. You know how that stuff goes, when all that business and whatnot.
Indubitably.
But that's about going to wrap it up tonight, unless you boys have any other wildly informative topics.
No.
Canada.
I'd say join us Wednesday.
Yeah, we're going to hop on a plane and fly all the way to Germany. So.
Yeah, Germany. We're taking the Ferrari 488s onto the ring.
Well, the GP, of course.
Well, it's still. But we'll be bringing that to you live-ish around 9-ish p.m.ish Eastern Standard Time. Myself, maybe Trey will join me. I don't know. We'll see.
We're not sure. He might be in the Louisiana swamps. We're not sure yet.
You never know. Either way, we're definitely going to bring it to you. But yeah, for Thomas Morse, Matt Kingston, Sleepy Trey Landry, everyone at 3 Wide Racing, Drive for Suicide Prevention, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back again Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. See you then. Thomas, Matt, since Trey's gone, you guys got to fill in.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.